You're looking live and down. And with
Well, Kevin,
David Aldridge, thank you. Now, look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward.
And Powell is a tomahawk jammer. I mean, when he gets ahead of steam behind him, he's ready to throw it down.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Now here's Powell. Out to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Count it. Good.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Passes it to Beverley. Zubac's in the post. Guarded by Powell. Here's George. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Beverley. Down low. Knocks it loose. Here's Zubac. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Porzingis. Finney Smith kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Powell. Rebound by the Clippers.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And George, here we go. Back to Leonard. Morris against Powell. On the wing, Doncic. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the dunk by Powell.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
George passes to Zubac. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
The pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Dishes to Powell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Porzingis on the follow.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
Now here's Williams. In the corner, George with it. Left side, Leonard. To the inside. And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for George. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Shamet finds Green. And here is Williams. Jackson passes to Harrell. Outside for Jackson. On the clock. Harrell trying to free himself up. Jackson misses. Passes it to Kleba. Outside for Curry. A three-pointer off the mark.
Like watching Barea get after it on defense. I mean, using his quickness. He's a real pest on this end of the floor.
At the end of one, a closely Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how
everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
We've got Green. Jackson is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Shamet in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And so it's Dallas with it. Green against Kleba. Not going to go that time. The Clippers trail.
Well, you know, teams look for plus sixes. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Back to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Kleba finds Cauley Stein. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Jackson. Loads it up there for Harrell.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
The Mavericks leading. Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kleba kicks to Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kleba, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Back to Beverly. Inside. Here's Harrell. He nails it. And we're tied up. Harrell's got 6 points.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Pass to Kleba. In the corner, right with it. Back to Kleba. Cauley Stein in the post. Jackson on him. A shot by Kleba. Wide open. Dallas again missing.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Harrell, the pass to Green. Here's Shamet. Outside for Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Green, the pass to Harris. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Marcus Morris comes in for Green. And Kawhi Leonard comes in for Reggie Jackson. Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Seth Curry in for Wright. Curry dishes to Hardaway. Back to Curry. There's the pass to Brunson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Mavericks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the technical free throw is good. George is checked in for Los Angeles. Powell kicks to Brunson. Hardaway passes to Curry. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Passes to Cauley Stein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. It's Powell on the wing. There's the dish to Cauley Stein. Curry on the wing. Out to Hardaway. But 3 doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Curry. Kicks it to Doncic. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Finney-Smith. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Leonard. Out to Morris. Back to Leonard. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson along the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Yep, it counts. And now a 6-point Dallas lead.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up.
So hard to...
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
To the paint. Poked away. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Curry has it in the corner. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, quick hands that time by Curry on the steal. And his team makes sure the turnover is not in vain.
Jackson dishes to Green. Leonard with no one around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Curry with a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Curry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs. Outside Leonard. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And Clark, the second time was the charm for Seth Curry. Last season, he returned to Dallas after they let him go to Portland for a year.
Greg, sometimes we've seen it on the court, sometimes we see it in life. I mean, you don't miss something until you don't have it. And Seth is more than just a shooter. He's a great shooter, but he's also a very reliable ball handler. He's unselfish. He doesn't take anything for granted. He plays hungry, and Dallas realized the mistake they'd made and went about correcting it.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Here's Marjanovic, and he comes up with the deuce. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the night.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half, not like it was in the first.
Jackson passes to Harrell. That one, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Doncic against Jackson. Doncic right side. Marjanovic. And the rejection by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
In the corner, Shamet with it. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Marjanovic. Curry finds Marjanovic. Porzingis at the elbow. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Curry with the 3. Good on the triple. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jackson passes to Harrell. Banked in off the glass.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Leonard. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lou Williams out there with Jackson. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Shamet in at the three. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Cloak loose. Jackson passes to Harrell. Kleber with it. Now guarded by Harrell. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Back to Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Over to the left wing. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Good work there as it goes. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
J.J. Barea checked in for Dallas. Clippers trail by 13. George dishes to Beverly. George passes to Zubac. Tipped away. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Kleber. Here's Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, very easy that time for Powell. Not going to miss that one.
George looking over the floor. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Man. 4 on the clock. And he banks in the layup.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Mavericks leading by 13. Right wing. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Barea kicks to Powell. Shoots over Zubac. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. And Morris throws it down.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Barea against Beverly. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Hardaway. Barea against Beverly. A nice shot by Barea. Barea's got his first points of the night.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Barea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
A different look for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's Green in for Morris. And Dallas also making a switch. Cauley Stein's checked in.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length, and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
Back to Barea. Dallas moving it around. Feeds to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
George passes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Barea with it. He feeds it to Curry. And stolen by Harrell. Here's Beverly, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And you know, Beverly is easily one of the most tenacious defenders in the league. An absolute pest of epic proportion. Love his energy.
So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from Beverly. Mavericks leading by 8. And there's the pass to Brunson. Back to Doncic. Pass to Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. Paul George with the steal. And there's Green on the assist by George.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Marjanovic kicks to Curry. Doncic outside. Back to Curry. From past the arc. Basket good. And it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
They just blocked out the noise.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, the weekend has officially begun. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. High post shot. Powell pulls it in.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
Green against Porzingis. There's the pass to Powell. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
It's Curry outside. No good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Now Porzingis after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Powell trying to free himself up. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Picked off in midair. Hardaway passes to Powell. Back to Hardaway. Passes it to Powell. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Chris. Back to Green. Thompson outside. Over Hardaway. Out to Thompson. Back to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Hardaway. Green with the block.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back.
Curry against Doncic. Thompson outside. Curry outside. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts at maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Thompson dishes to Wiggins. Now the pass to Chris. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. The Mavericks leading. Porzingis finds Powell. In the corner, Hardaway with it. On the wing, Hardaway. Uncovered. That one a little long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Well, Klay Thompson showing you right now he's got all three levels on the offensive end. In the mid-range, yes, sir.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Thompson from long range gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Well, the three-point shot is one of the most dangerous aspects of Klay Thompson's game. Somebody check that man.
Curry against Doncic. A step-back shot here, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night. The deep three from Thompson, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And earlier we spoke with Klay Thompson about the value of someone.
I realize how easy it is to get looks from him.
Greg, you think about the championships they've won together. Incredible connection between these two.
Yeah, I mean, they have different styles, play different positions, but both are tough, competitive, and step up when it matters most.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
We've got Eric Haskell. Looney out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Poole in at the point. That's the Warriors' 5. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2.
And Doris, when you look back at this Warriors team's draft record, Looney proving to be one of their big success stories.
Yes, yet another great pick by an incredible organization. Back in 2015, Looney was the last pick in the first round. He dropped that far because of hip concerns. But once that healed up, this guy became a key component during 2 of their title runs.
And stolen by Cauley Stein.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
Curry finds Wright. From downtown. Offensive rebound.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Poole, the pass to Pascal. Here's Looney. The shot's good. Looney's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Passes it to Curry. To the inside. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And slam dunk by Pascal.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's Curry with the drive. Cauley Stein outside for Curry. Pass to Wright. Curry is inside. Covered by Wiggins. Cauley Stein. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Wiggins against Curry. Puts the move on. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how about a 44-inch vertical leap for Andrew Wiggins, and yet not interested in competing in the dunk contest.
Greg, he can really get up, but says he keeps it simple when he does. One hand or two, he's a game dunker more so than an exhibitionist.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Curry. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic. Kicks it to Cauley Stein. And he makes good on the layup. Cauley Stein's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Wiggins outside. To the wing on the left. Pass to Pascal. Doncic against Curry. Shoots over Doncic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Cauley Stein in the post. Doncic against Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Wiggins with the ball. It's good. And now a 6-point Warrior lead.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
To the left side wing. Right side. A beautiful reverse layup.
What a high percentage look for DeLon Wright. What an opportunity, and he finishes.
Warriors leading by 4. Curry from deep three-point land. And it's off from three-point range. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Cauley Stein kicks to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 5. Right side. And Pascal pulls it down. Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Now the Warriors moving it up. Wiggins from outside. Up again. Cauley Stein grabs the board. In the corner, right with it. And stolen by Wiggins. No good that time. And a close game so far through the... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5 for Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Doncic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Warriors shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pascal. And slam dunk by Pascal.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Porzingis finds Doncic. Back to Porzingis. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Berea subbed in for Doncic.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Curry against Berea. Outside Hardaway. Over Thompson. Here's Powell. Out to Hardaway. Curry with the steal. Here's Smailagic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Outside, Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. Porzingis against Green. Just 5 on the clock. Perea, the pass to Powell. Good, and it's Perea who picks up the assist. Powell's got 7.
Well, this is where Dwight Powell is in his element. All of those physical abilities coming to bear on the interior. Nicely done.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Curry against Perea. Outside, Green. Down low. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The shot by Thompson, no good. Mavericks trail by 9. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Hardaway against Thompson. Here's Powell. Hardaway with a wide open look. Offensive rebound.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Thompson surveying the floor. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. He's got 10.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Powell. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Berea against Curry. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Over to the wing. And here's Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Now Kleber. Stolen by Thompson. Green passes to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
You simply cannot relax when you're playing Klay Thompson. The catch and shoot, the release too quick.
Porzingis can't connect. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Klay Thompson. Green is out there with Wiggins. And there's Chris. And it's Mulder in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
I think this is someone you have to account for in transition. Seth Curry does a great job getting into open space.
Mulder, the pass to Chris. Inside, here's Green, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. Now here's Brunson. The pass to Kleber. He kicks it to Curry. The three ball. It's not going to go for him. Warriors leading by 11. Wiggins with it. Outside, Green. To the middle. And the turnover again by Golden State. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Mavericks trail by 11. Kleba, the pass to Cauley Stein. Outside for Curry. The three. Dallas again missing.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Outside Curry. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver.
And Seattle, right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Warriors leading by 11. And Thompson kicks to Curry. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Well, the effectiveness in between the perimeter and the basket. Curry relishes the opportunities he gets in mid-range.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw good, Curry.
Well, similar to his brother Steph, Seth is a knockdown shooter. This guy's a crafty combo guard with a number of tricks up his sleeve.
Eric Paschall, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And Dallas with a change here, too. White's checked in. It's Curry outside. Thompson in the corner. It's stolen by Curry. Fast break, Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. Passes it to Curry. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Doncic passes to Wright, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Curry, wide open, connects from three-point range. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Doncic against Curry. And it's Doncic missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Thompson up top, guarded by Curry. Curry against Thompson. Shoots over Curry. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Warriors lead by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And Doncic, here we go. He gets it in there.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Here's Paschall. Back to Thompson. Wiggins outside. Over Wright. And it's Wiggins missing. Doncic against Thompson. Curry passes to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Porzingis with the steal. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll Coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the... Now it's ended up...
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Curry. Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's Trent in at the small forward position. Now, here's Lillard. There's the 3. No good there.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here's Trent, guarded by Porzingis. Nurkic with it. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Lillard attacking, score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. His speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Outside Curry. To the inside. Here's Cauley Stein. Moves back up. Pass to Finney Smith. And Curry has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cauley Stein. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Lillard attack. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Curry. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Portland again with the bucket.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Curry with it. Cauley Stein kicks to Finney Smith. Back to Cauley Stein. And the pass to Finney Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Curry. And another basket for Dallas. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Now here's Cauley Stein following the missed shot by Nurkic. Curry passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, and when Cauley Stein is cutting to the hoop after the screen, his teammates are doing their best to get him to rock. He is so good at finishing as the roller after the pick.
McCollum finds Nurkic. To the left wing. Back to Lillard. Passes to McCollum. Shoots over Curry. Mavericks with the rebound. Pass to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving the ball around. Curry against Anthony. Curry passes to Cauley Stein. Outside for Curry. Offline with his 3. stolen by Cauley Stein. Out to the right wing. Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the... When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Maxi Kleber, Jalen Brunson out there with Wright. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Hardaway in at the 3. Kleber, the pass to Marjanovic. That one's not going to go. Collins with some nice D.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You can say that again, G.A. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Right against Hood. Lillard left side. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Marjanovic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hardaway kicks to Brunson. To the paint. Makes it off the glass. And now a 10-point Maverick lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And that one's good. Lillard.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Pass to Brunson. Now here's Marjanovic. And he drops it in from the low post. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Right side, the pass to Hood. Off target with his 3. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Brunson finds Marjanovic. Hardaway against Hood. And stolen by Hood. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Lillard's got 9 points.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Amongst the best hitting the offensive glass, Whiteside can pile up those second chance points.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. Down low. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Lillard. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Wright, the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Wright. And Wright throws it down.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
The pass to Whiteside. Three-pointer, Lillard, nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Trailblazers. Right against Hood, and Wright throws it down.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. To the inside. Here's Hood, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Mavericks leading by 6. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Wright, and the dunk by Wright.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
The defense was way too soft. Somebody get out there and get tough.
And a wide open look for Hood, and the Trailblazers another three.
And they depend on Hood to knock these shots down. He knows he's out there just to do this.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. From the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Whiteside. Little out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the contest. And that one misses.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
I mean, offensively, he's been their driving force, determined not to let the lead get any bigger.
To the paint, here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, man, such a quick and explosive leaper. Cauley Stein throws it down with ease.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Simons, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. McCollum's checked in for Anfernee Simons. Cuts off the pass. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Hood.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
McCollum against Doncic. Curry passes to Cauley Stein. Outside for Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Little can't hit. Mavericks leading by 5. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley Stein. And that one is good. Cauley Stein's got 10 points. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Out to Hood. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shoots it. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. Little passes to McCollum. Misses the three.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
1:30 left here in the third quarter. Trent. Hood deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Curry, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Zach Collins comes in for Little, and Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Rodney Hood. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardaway's checked in. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
It's tipped. Outside for Curry. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. Back to Curry. Passes it to Kleber. Dishes it to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lillard outside. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Nurkic.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Curry passes to Cauley Stein. And the layup's good off the glass. Cauley Stein's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Lillard surveying the D. And it's Lillard again missing. And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Curry. Then there's Doncic, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low.
I like the attitude Lillard brings to the offensive end. I mean, if he's got room to shoot, he doesn't hesitate or even think twice about it.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. The shot by Lillard wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
He logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
The shot by Kleber wide open. Hardaway against Ariza. Here's Kleber. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Five to shoot. They shoot again, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Doncic. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Leba defending. Nurkic kicks to Anthony. Lillard outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Marjanovic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. First one falls for him. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Zingas, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Trailblazers trail by 10. Out to the wing. Lillard fires away from way outside. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. To the right side. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Up top, Curry. He's guarded by McCollum. Curry can't get it to go. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. Three-pointer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Out to the right wing. Inside. Outside for Curry. It's to Porzingis. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Curry.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Lillard outside. Oh, good with the triple.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Curry outside. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Curry with the bounce pass. Porzingis kicks to Curry. Over Lillard. The Mavericks rebound.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Mavericks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this one.
Pass to Curry. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Back to Curry. Porzingis passes to Curry. Lets the three fly. Again, Curry missing. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. It's a 10-point game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lillard with the bucket.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Doncic passes to Curry. To the middle. It's stolen by Anthony. Lillard outside. Launches it. Off target with that shot. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like... We are...
Hey, Kevin, the map...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And the Clippers starting 5. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Curry is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Kleba in at the 3 slot.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Hardaway against George. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein in great position to reject that shot.
Outside, Porzingis. Leonard with the steal. Fast break, here we go. And Morris throws it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Curry. Back to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. From the stripe. It's hauled in by Beverley.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. George looking over the floor. Beverley against Curry. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas on defense. George with the ball. Now defended by Cauley Stein.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Woo, Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. The Clippers also changing it up. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. George passes to Harrell. Here's Leonard. No good that time. Great D that time from Hardaway. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Porzingis kicks to Cauley Stein. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Cauley Stein. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Now, Doncic following Willie Cauley Stein's 3-point attempt. 5 to shoot. Curry with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Dallas. And then for the Clippers, JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for George. And it's Harrell missing. Mavericks leading by 4. Barea looking over the floor. Kicks to Cauley Stein. Porzingis. Here we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about Kristaps taking a little something out on that rim?
Pass to Williams. He feeds it to Green. The kick out to Williams. Outside Jackson. Pass to Harrell. To end the drought, and Harrell slams it in.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
27 seconds left in the first quarter, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
High post, Cauley Stein. Perea with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Cauley Stein. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Great position inside. Once Cauley Stein is that close to the basket, the defense is going to have to come over and do something about it, usually a foul.
And here is Williams. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Reggie Jackson. Harrell is out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Williams. And it's Shamet in at the 3.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Williams kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Harrell. And that one, good.
Well, Harrell loves when he gets to mix it up on the inside, and he fights through the D that time.
Dallas leading by 6. Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Williams against Marjanovic. Williams gets the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life. A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year last season. Lou Williams named his newborn son 6 in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Harrell slams it in.
Montrezl Harrell with a throwdown that gets his teammates up.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game. Passes it to Marjanovic. Lays it up off the glass. Marjanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Jackson against Brunson. And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Wright finds Marjanovic. Over Harrell. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 6 points.
And this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Williams dishes to Green. The pass to Harrell. Outside Jackson. Pocket 6. Here's Williams. Count it.
Delicate with the floater there up over the top. It's like Lou Williams has shot that one before.
Mavericks leading by 4. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Kleba. Back to Marjanovic. Powell trying to free himself up. Comes up empty down low. For Los Angeles, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here's Harrell. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Now, here's Shamet. He's tightly guarded. Harrell, the pass to Shamet. Over right. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Landry Shamet able to see a couple of different cultures in the early part of his career. And maybe some of that understanding about how guys have succeeded in playing roles is eventually going to help his career along the way.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Harrell. Patterson comes in for Green. George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Outside for Curry. Here's Doncic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Beverley dishes to George. On the wing, Morris. George against Doncic. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from George.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
27 seconds left to play in the first half. It's Curry outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Now, here's Doncic. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And that's it for the first half of action. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny, what was your... And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Willie Cauley-Stein displaying his skills tonight.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
Curry is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Cauley-Stein. And there's Porzingis. And it's Kleba in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Pass to Beverley. The shot's good on the assist by George. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Deflects the pass. Hardaway with the steal. Porzingis finds Cauley-Stein. On to Hardaway. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Passes it to George. George double team. Here's Leonard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
And it's good for two. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
On the wing, Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. And yes, it's good. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Leonard. Here's Morris. And the call on, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And there's the pass to George. Looking to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Porzingis. To the paint. Powell against Morris. 4 on the shot clock. Doesn't go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Curry looking it over. Back to Powell. It's stolen by Morris. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to George from outside the arc. Kept alive. Here's Patterson. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Kleba. Curry on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
Beverly finds Patterson. And here's George. Down low. Morris, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
Now this is where Porzingis can do the most damage. 7'3". He's got the height. He's going to shoot over just about anybody in the league.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits it. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Doncic. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Patrick Patterson is out there with Montrezl Harrell, and it's man in at the small forward position. Clock is at 3. Here's Marjanovic, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Montrezl Harrell did not like that.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics.
And it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Marjanovic. It's good from in tight. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Right side, Green. Ripped away. Cauley-Stein with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Marjanovic passes to Cauley-Stein.
Well, Cauley-Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. The feed to Harrell. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Seth Curry.
Los Angeles on D. Down by 15. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Shamet the pass to Williams. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks leading by 17. Outside Curry. Leonard with the steal. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Outside, Porzingis. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Making contact on the way up. Cauley-Stein going through it that time.
Here's Williams. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Harrell. Paul George comes in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Clippers trail by 19. George dishes to Morris. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And good that time.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range. And guys, Guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Back to Doncic. Passes to Kleba. Out to Porzingis. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Ball's knocked loose.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Curry passes to Cauley-Stein. On the wing, Doncic. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard, no luck. Now, Doncic. High post, Cauley-Stein. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. And we've got...
Well, the ceremony...
Thank you, DA. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Porzingis with the ball. And here is Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different...
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
Hardaway finds Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Fires from 14. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now, here's Doncic. Hardaway up top. He's covered by Thompson. And here's Doncic from the arc. The Warriors pull it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Ahead. Fades away. It's tipped.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
That puts them in the lead.
Staying alert and aware, Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Thompson throws it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
The drive by Doncic. Powell kicks to Doncic. Will it go? Oh, that's blocked.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the 3 off target. Mavericks trail by 5. Dallas again turning it over. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Porzingis, and it's Wright in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Warriors also with a sub. Poole's checked in. Here's Looney. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Cauley-Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
And the Warriors making a change here. Smailagic is checked in. Here's Poole. If they play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Wiggins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that was quality defense, but Wiggins showing off tremendous athleticism, able to overcome that defense.
Pass to Brunson. In the corner, it's Kleba. Curry passes to Cauley-Stein. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Thompson against Wright. Left side Curry. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Cauley-Stein. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with... So, Greg, as you know, we asked Steph Curry, a great self-motivator in his own right. Who holds you to the...
Oh, my wife, for sure. Yeah.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Curry. DeJuan Wright is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Outside for Curry. Basket counts. Curry's got his first points of the game.
He's becoming more comfortable and tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Thompson for 3. Kleber with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Curry dishes to Cole.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Seth Curry. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Dallas again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Zingas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for DeLon Wright. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Golden State. Tries to keep it alive. No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Doncic gets it to go.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Boy, Curry's so quick, so crafty. I mean, his combination of craftiness and quickness, really hard to contain.
And the shot is good. Doncic has got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Powell. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. Back to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the 3rd day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year. But the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise. And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish.
Doncic against Curry. Doncic passes to Powell. Got a piece of it. Thompson surveying the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Porzingis inside and by Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Curry comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Curry wide open. They grab their own miss. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Brunson kicks to Kleber. He feeds it to Powell. And it's blocked. Now the Warriors moving it up. Chris can't hit. The Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Powell, and it's denied. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. 6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber. It could go. And so we wrap up the first half.
Kevin, thank you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And Shaq, so many fans know Steph for the deep threes, but Curry is also... and that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Warriors leading by 7. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Hardaway passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Inside, Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Hardaway passes to Powell. Over Chris, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Mavericks trail by 10. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Powell dishes to Doncic. And Looney sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Clock at 4. Porzingis passes to Powell. That shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
And he's an assassin from long range. With his size and quick release, coupled with the consistency, Thompson is a very hard man to guard beyond the arc.
Doncic, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Curry passes to Looney. Here's Toscano. Thompson outside. In the corner, it's Wiggins. The pass to Toscano. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 10 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic passes to Powell. Pulls up outside. Porzingis. And Looney sends it back. And the basket is good. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Out to Hardaway. And it's Looney with the rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. 1:10 left here in the third quarter. Thompson in the corner. 6 to shoot. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
That 3-ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Warriors leading by 18. Here's Wiggins. Porzingis with the block. Now Powell. 7 points in the game. To the wing right side. 2 points. That one goes. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, very easy that time for Powell. He's not going to miss that one.
Curry passes to Toscano. Curry with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Let's go. They get it back. Thompson outside. Over Hardaway. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Mavericks trail by 16. Maxi Kleber is out there with Wright. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Curry. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. The Warriors shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Brunson against Curry. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
Warriors leading by 16. Curry with it. From deep, another 3 for Golden State.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Curry's got 16 here in the second half. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Outside Curry. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Here's Wright. The dish to Cauley-Stein. Outside for Curry. Passes it to Kleber. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Curry can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 19. Outside Curry. Pass to Smailagic. And here is Curry. Another miss by Curry.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's Curry with the drive. Here's Cauley-Stein. The Warriors pull it in.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 25 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Curry against Brunson. Curry passes to Smailagic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Brunson, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Curry against Brunson. Left side Curry. Here's Smailagic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Jackson comes in for DeLon Wright. And Barea subbed in for Seth Curry. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steph Curry.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Fast break, Dallas. Jackson kicks to Marjanovic. Inside shot and off the glass. That one's good.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Here's Golden State. They have a 19-point lead. Now the pass to Smailagic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Berea finds Marjanovic. Dallas moving the ball around, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
And the basket by Smailagic.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Chalk up 2 there. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Thompson for 3. That shot off. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. A stunning view of the move. And
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Powell inside, working on Nurkic. Porzingis passes to Powell. Back to Porzingis. Over Anthony. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
And here's McCollum for 3. That one, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Nurkic with the block. And he gets it back. Powell, that's good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. For the 3, Ariza kicks to Lillard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
McCollum passes to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Powell, and stolen by Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. Dishes to Anthony. Back to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Ariza has the open look and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Here's Finney-Smith. Drops in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard outside. Pass to Ariza. Fires for 3. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Ariza. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Portland with the ball, following the score by Dallas.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Powell with it. Now Anthony defending. It's stolen by Ariza. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. All alone. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Now here's Porzingis following the miss by C.J. McCollum. And the shot goes in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Over to the wing. Doncic against Lillard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now, here's Doncic, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Curry passes to Cauley-Stein. And Whiteside sends it back. And now Portland on the break. With 1 on the clock, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Mavericks on top, up 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy usually decides.
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, you've got Little. Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Rodney Hood, and it's Trent in at the 1. Dallas leading by 6. Pass break, Dallas. Brunson the pass to Curry. Brunson kicks to Kleba. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. Stolen by Collins. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Trent. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Brunson against Collins. Outside for Curry. There's the pass to Cauley-Stein. And Brunson has it in the corner. Just 2 to shoot. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Trent. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Hood with it. Now right defending. Hood, the pass to Whiteside. Kicks it out to Collins. And a wide open look for Hood. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Kleba. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. Little with the ball. Right's there.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. He made open, let me find him.
Whiteside kicks to McCullough. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Curry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's blocked by Whiteside. They recover it. Porzingis with the steal. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis has any number of tools on the offensive end, but a nice high percentage look there.
Whiteside, the pass to McCollum. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
What a pretty pass from DeLon Wright. This guy can play 1 or 2, but that passing ability is important at either position.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and gameplay. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Whiteside. It's Curry with the drive. Anthony with the block.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
Here's Curry. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter from the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the open. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount. Over the taller defender, this is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Now here's Porzingis. Powell dishes to Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. Back to McCollum. Little passes to Lillard. From deep three-point range. That shot missing, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Kleber. There's the feed to Powell. Doncic passes to Kleber. Dallas moving the ball around. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers, trailing by 5.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And here is Kleber after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Here we go, all alone. And a wide open look for McCollum. They get it back. No good, shot missing. Dallas shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Doncic. Hardaway passes to Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
This is a smart kid who works hard, right? I mean, Powell draws the foul, gets to the line. Nicely done, young man.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Curry comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Trent's checked in. Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. Goes up to the stripe. Good on the bucket. Lillard's got 13 points. 3rd quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Brunson kicks to Powell. Back to Brunson. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Rodney Hood comes in for Lillard. Outside Anthony. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Brunson, and he dunks it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's McCollum. The Mavericks making the shot, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job at the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
And the basket by McCollum.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside, Porzingis. And Doncic. Here we go.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Curry against McCollum. Out to Hood. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Hood's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now, Cauley-Stein. Here's Brunson. Outside for Curry, and the pass to Doncic. And Brunson has it in the corner. Lets it go from deep. And no good. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Mavericks on top. They lead by a bucket. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Collins is out there with Anthony. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the point.
This is a fundamentally sound, do-it-all forward. Trevor Ariza, what a weapon in the pick and roll.
Porzingis passes to Cauley Stein. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Collins. Here's Anthony down low. Pass to Trent. Anthony with it. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
That's what you call leaving no doubt. Anthony responds emphatically.
To the paint, here's Cauley Stein.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now here's Hood. Inside. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's Anthony, and he finishes nicely on the way. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And the Mavericks call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Curry. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Hood. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Well, Luka Doncic, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has flashed incredible potential and skill.
And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. The Mavericks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Porzingis inside. He's guarded by McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Cauley. Oh, that was something else.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Cullen passes to Carmelo. Three-pointer, Lillard, and another 3 for Portland.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
To the middle, here's Marjanovic, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Inside, kicks it out to Lillard. From the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Mavericks trailed by 5. Out to Doncic. Finney Smith passes to Curry. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Passes it to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fast break, Dallas. Finney Smith passes to Cauley-Stein.
And Cauley-Stein so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Whiteside. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lets the three fly. And it's Lillard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Yes!
And this is why Melo gets the big bucks. A lot of players will shy away from an important shot, but Melo wanted to be in that position.
Now, here's Marjanovic. A second chance effort. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Misses in close. Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. Takes the three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The rebound by Marjanovic. Cauley-Stein in the post. Can't cash in from close range. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps